This first poem is called Bloodshot. I downed another shot and found another question mark reflecting on the backwash. So I drowned myself in a sea of distilled spirits, captive inside a glass prison. Then my vessel capsized. The sinking feeling is all that remains. It's called Life Cycle. September rings the leaves of green as autumn winds rain down sunburnt plumes in shades of auburn and pastel yellow. Through October, the trees shed their skin, tussling with the unrelenting breeze. One can hear the rustle with each ruffle of feathers. By late November, the trees shiver bare-boned in the moonlight, their dappled coats scattered about, piling up as if to bury their forebears. But December brings the death of winter, which inters the falling colors under sheets of icy white, where they remain until the phoenix of spring returns. It's called Coffee Grind. The coffee filters through a porous paper, cupcake jacket capturing the grinds, yet allowing the liquid to pour through the tender gauze, coloring and flavoring the tempest of water agitated almost to a boil, piping out the national anthem of morning. The aroma of AM quenches the thirst for snooze buttons and beckons for the frying pan. Eggs over easy with bacon on the side, sizzling, splattering, and squealing like a greased pig. The corporate knight prepares for his day, sniffing, then puffing on his dark elixir, wrapping his lips around the cup rim, then tilting his head back as if receiving communion, swallowing whole his dawn ritual, administered to alleviate the pangs of conscience and uncertainty which crop up along his chosen path. The only time and space he reserves for himself is here when he sets his agenda for the workday, gulping down breakfast without chewing, without taste. The nervous excitation he swallows provides the impetus needed to live in servitude, exchanging time for benefits and distant rewards in the hereafter of 401k, lifting a walker forward, wondering where his life went.
Wow.
So, refugee. Uprooted from the soil I watered and seeded, I wither in the attentive sun, unshaded from the throng of foreign culture, barking orders my native ear can't digest. I read facial expressions and hand gestures, watching most intently the armed directors, pointing towards entrances and exits, never knowing what to expect, inside, outside. The barriers which have broken down within my homeland extend outward to the occupants who communicate little with others seemingly unlike themselves. The language of the refugee is idle chatter. Their voice is incomprehensible, irrelevant. They are dependent like a child, best when silent and obedient. I'm shuttled onto an overcrowded bus with others of my kind unknowing our destination, assuming there is one, hoping that the decision maker is a fellow countryman or humanitarian. I know only that I'm being taken somewhere and that my destiny is shared by others, fellow passengers collectively praying, silently, winnowing their aspirations to a minimum, seeing the next sunrise.